Hey everybody, it's Chris. Coming to show you more yard sale, thrift store, and flea market finds. Pretty good weekend overall. Only a few of these are from last week, but most of this is this week. Did a good amount of yard selling, and actually got a few things from a family member on a tip that led me to get some more great stuff. But I'll tell you more about that as we go. Alright, so let's start over here. Good amount of TI-83 plus calculators. Got an HP over there. It doesn't work, but see what I can do with that. Just a bunch of CD players and a little radio. There's a cassette player up there. Probably get most of these go for 20, but some of these go for about 50. Didn't pay more than $4, I think, for any of them. Various thrift stores. Moving on over there, got a sealed Lego architecture set. As you can see, that's the one. $2 at Goodwill. Some of these architecture sets go for a lot. I think this one goes for around $100, maybe a little bit more. Don't quite remember. Only paid $2 though. Over there, I got Taboo at a yard sale for $1. It's sealed. Used to go for 25. I guess it's going for closer to 16, 17, 18 right now, which is kind of a bummer. I also got Stop Thief at the flea market. I think I paid $10 for it. It's going for around, 50, 60, somewhere in there. I was missing a piece, which is kind of a bummer though. Got a Polaroid camera. I think I paid $4 at Savers, I believe. Around $30 for that right now. Over there, I got Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the board game. I think that was $3.99. Get about 40 for that. Got Jumanji. I think that was $5.99 at Savers. Probably get about 35 for that, maybe. Got Axis and Allies at Goodwill for $2. Missing a couple pieces, but nothing crucial. Get about 35, 40 for that right now. That the price on that's really tanking because the newer editions are much better from what I hear. Go over here. Got a Wii. I think it came with the power cord. That was $20 at Savers. Works fine. Probably get around 60 for that maybe. Got an original Nintendo. I think it was $6.99 at Savers. I think I grabbed it off the cart, but some other kid beat me to a Game Gear for $3. But can't get them all. Got some ink over there. Didn't pay too much for that. Probably get about around $50 for what's right there, maybe 60. Let's see. I'll go down to this stuff. To the Goodwill outlet, I found a Apple charger and some iPods or earpods, I think they're called, sealed. I also got it's back there. I forgot to take it out, but some Battlegrounds crossbow and catapults pieces. The Goodwill outlet. I think I paid like $1 or something like that. I got a Pokedex at Savers. I think it came with like a puzzle or something. I just sold a different version for around $25. This is the original one. I think this goes for around 30, 35. Got a Game Boy at Savers for $4.99, pretty good condition. This was my thrift store video game finds. Got a RoboCop vs. Terminator. I think that was $5. You can get about 10 for that. Copy Diablo for $2. This I got a Goodwill outlet. It's just a Rob Zombie CD. Probably get about $2 for that. Might listen to it. I think Rob Zombie's alright. Final Fantasy VII at Savers for $3.99. It's complete. It's in pretty good condition. I'd say around 35 for the black label right now. Open. Got Just Dance 2014. I think it was $2 or $3.99. Around $10 for that. I think this came with another game. This is just Spy Hunter. Same thing with this Ghost Rider. I believe that came with another game. Might have been Just Dance. This was the best find at the thrift stores. Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I think I showed you guys a copy of this a few months ago, maybe. Same exact savers. Picked up a copy of this. I sold that one for, I think, 85. I think I can get about the same for this one. And then widescreen edition of the Star Wars trilogy. I think I paid $8. I think these are going for about $30 right now. I got Digimon Yo-Yo at yard sale. I think it's 50 cents. I'm not really sure how much I can get for that. Probably around $10, I'd say. It's a safe bet. Got a little GPS unit at a yard sale. I think I paid $2. I think this one goes for around 70, 75, somewhere around there. This are just some yard sales. I got this Contra. I also got that PS2, that Game Gear battery pack, and this Game Gear stuff. I think it'd be $10 for all of it. Contra itself, I think I can get 35 for right now, maybe 40. PS2, you know, like 50, 60. Got a copy of Risk at a yard sale. I think this was $1. I bought it with one of those players over there. I think I paid like $6 altogether. This was the game that was inside the PS2. Got a sealed copy of Big Hero 6. Not sure how much this goes for. Probably around like $12, $15. I might just keep it. I thought it was a pretty fun movie. Got a copy of Battlefront for $1. Case is a bit beat up. Disc is scratched, but hoping it works. I think this is going for around 10 or 15 right now. And I got a copy of Mega Man Anniversary Collection for $1. I think I already sold it for like $8. I was hoping it was going for more, but for $1, it didn't really matter how much it was going for. I was at a yard sale, asked if they had video games. They said no, but another lady at the yard sale said she did, and she lived down the street, so I went down to her house. She had a PS2, an Xbox, and Xbox 360, but I think they were all broken. She wasn't sure how much to sell them for, so she wasn't going to. But I got this for $20. Came with Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, Pokemon Pinball, Super Mario Land 2, Kirby's Dreamland, Toy Story 2, and Pokemon Silver. I got all that for $20. Oh, as well as Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle 2. Decent condition Kiwi Game Boy Color. Pokemon will pay for the rest of it, about $20 for that. And then the Mario and the Kirby, you know, get about another $20 for the two of those. And both around $30 for this and the case. And the other games aren't worth too much. So I'll show you the Game Gear that I got. So it worked for about 5 minutes and then turned off, and I can't get it to turn back on properly anymore. He said it was broken anyway. I know I can get at least $10 for a broken Game Gear, so that pays for everything anyway. Got columns, Super Monaco GP, Revenge of Drancon, Dragon Crystal, which is the only one that's kind of worth anything. It's about $8 and $9 game. And then Sonic the Hedgehog. So most of those are like $1 or $2 games. Yep. So that's kind of busted. It came with a nice bag. I sold a similar bag recently for I think $15. So I might be able to get $10, $20 out of this then. The battery pack, I don't know if it works yet, but I think they go for about $15 working. Moving on. I'd given up yard sailing on Sunday, but was on the way to get lunch, and I saw one more in a town that I don't usually go to, but the restaurant I was in, it happened to be there. They were closing up, but he went and he grabbed this, and got paid $11. I got a Game Boy Advance SP, came with the charger, came in a regular Game Boy Advance case, came with Simpsons Road Rage. I also got a Rocksmith cable. I'll probably keep this. It's worth around, I think, $30 though. I'll probably keep this. I think my sister has a copy of Rocksmith, so I'll probably play that. Let's see, this was at the flea market. I paid, I think, $87 for what I'm about to show you. Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, already sold for 25 bucks. Another Game Boy Advance, another Game Boy Advance, and another Game Boy Advance. And these RF adapters for GameCube and N64, so you can use your old RF adapter from your original Nintendo, Super Nintendo. Got a link cable, get about $9–10 for that one. Got a Pelican Code Breaker. This is the less popular Game Shark, Game Genie equivalent. This one's kind of priced all over the map. I'm not really sure. I'd say easy $10, maybe upwards of 40. Not really sure. Also part of the $87 I paid at the flea market. Got Yoshi's Island. Got a Wario Land 4. Super Mario World. Super Tecmo Bowl 3. Worth about $10. It was Super Tecmo Bowl 2 for Super Nintendo. It's going for around 40 right now, which is kind of crazy. I think I had a copy a little while ago. I think I sold it for like 20. Got kind of a beat up copy of Super Mario 3, but it works fine. And then a good looking copy of Super Mario 3, which also works fine. These manuals for Mario Party, Mario Kart 64, and Super Smash Brothers. Those on their own, I think, are worth at least $5. Smash Bros. It's debatable if it's worth more because of the Blockbuster sticker. So it might still be worth $5. It could also be worth $10–15 to the right person if they don't mind the sticker. And then a copy of Super Mario Sunshine, which I think is going for around $30 right now. It's complete, looks good. So all that for $87. A bit more than I want to pay, but he had pretty fair prices anyway, so I didn't want to offer him too low. And then this pile of stuff, my aunt had actually stopped at a yard sale, and she got a box of games for $5. She had more than this, but I took out the good ones to sell for her. She'll probably just get rid of the other ones at a yard sale. But got Splinter Cell, new in shrink, goes for about $15. These all came with dust covers as well. Ghosts and Goblins, it's about $12. Kirby's Adventure, I think it's going for around $25 right now. Empire Strikes Back, which I thought most of the Star Wars games for NES and Super Nintendo weren't worth much, but I guess this one's floating around 20. Excite Bike, that's already sold, I think for $10 or something. Life Force, it's about $11 game. Mario Bros. Arcade, this goes for about about 20 right now. Mario Brothers Standalone goes for about $10, which is surprising. It's worth more than Mario Duck Hunt. Another nice copy of Super Mario Bros. 3. This is going for around 20, I think, right now. Castlevania, which is great. I think that's around 30. The Jungle Book, it's about a $25 game, which is surprising because all the other versions are not worth that at all. And then the best find, which I didn't even know was a rare, valuable game, is Wayne's World for original Nintendo. These seem to be selling for anywhere between $100 and $125 right now. Decent condition, a little bit of scraping on top there, but really great find for her. So I was really surprised. I was actually on my way. I was pretty close to this yard sale when she told me that she'd gotten all that stuff. So, yeah, it's pretty good for her. And then she called me this morning. She thought the prices on these were too high. She's just starting to learn some of this stuff. But she called me about this, and I drove right over after she mentioned a few games. So I think I paid $100 for this stuff right here. N64, one controller, got the Pokemon Stadium transfer thing. Pokemon Stadium actually wasn't there now that I think about it. I'm sure there were more games, but they might have traded them in, I'm not really sure. They had more stuff, but they were mainly demos and stuff like that. I took them out. But yeah, this is what I ended up getting. I got a Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicle, or Final Fantasy Chronicles, sorry. Soul Blade, Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy 9, Time Crisis Project Titan, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. I believe Final Fantasy is actually missing a disc, but I think I have one lying around. And then, sure you're wondering why they paid $100 for that pile of stuff, but got Jet Force Gemini, and I got Paper Mario, which is I think around a $35, $40 game right now, and the Mario Party 3, which is around 60, 65 right now. So those two games will make the money back. And then a copy of Super Mario 64, and finally Ocarina of Time. And that was everything. So tons of great finds this weekend. I think there's a lot of yard sales scheduled for next weekend. So I'm hoping next weekend it'll be a much nicer haul. This was great though. Great week overall. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. Like, subscribe, comment. Feel free to share. And I'll see everybody next week, I hope. Bye.